You right. You ain't lying.
We are doomed.
You right. We gotta get it together.
Bro, we got a long ass way to go.
Yeah, I know. But that's why we here. Because if we not here, who's gonna help us get that long way?
Well, it's deeper than what y'all doing though.
What's deeper than what we're doing?
What I'm saying, people gotta find what we gotta look within yourself first. How you gonna get spiritual help if you try to get within first? You gotta fix yourself before you try to fix your people. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, that's why we out here. We fix.
No, I ain't talking about y'all.
Yeah, of course.
I'm talking about people on the outside.
Yeah, you gotta heal, of course. We out here to help. We out here to help that healing process. But every man is on his own path of healing.
Right.
And figuring out within, most definitely, brother. Yeah, you right. You ain't lying. This brother telling he understands. He's taking a look at what's going on, and we through. But you know what I'm saying? We got to pick it. We got to build. You know, we can't give up. You know, that's why we out here.
Simple. Always when we got this rep, bro. If I got a business, you got a business. He got a business. He got a business. If I own a damn, if I'm a mechanic.
Yeah.
And you own a tire shop. I'm supposed to support your business.
We collaborate, exactly, 1,000.
That's the always gonna get out the rep.
That's right, because everybody else do it.
There you go. So it's simple. Malcolm X said this back in the 60s, bro.
And we still ain't listening.
Still ain't listening, bro. It's simple. It's just common sense. I shop like if you got your own clothing line, I buy your own.
I do.
Right.
No, but isn't that right? That's a real example. Yeah, of course. So we post, you know what I'm saying? But see, the problem is we don't shake hands. We don't shake hands. No. Yeah, definitely. So but see, that's the problem. Our people, we used to wear our own clothing lines. Remember back in the 90s? We was wearing our own stuff. Now, hey, look, now if it's not European, nigga don't want it. Nigga don't want it if it ain't got the European. You see, exactly. That's the problem. So that's the mindset that we have to get into, is understanding that we all we got. We got to get that mindset of getting away from a nigga. You see what I'm saying? We got to get with each other, you know, and build like that. That's what we got to understand. But like you said, a guy got to look at himself, because 9 times out of 10 that it comes from self-hatred. So the self-hatred translates into, I'm looking at you, I hate you because you just like me. You know what I'm saying?
Think about this, bro. And it's just, I hate to say, bro, it's just real shit.
Go ahead.
If I'm rich, if I'm a millionaire, and I got a wrong hustle, I can go around the group with white man who don't even like me. But they embrace the fact that I got
just because you got the roles. Yeah,
right. Exactly. But if I go around a group of black people, I can't go around with that road. They gonna rob, steal.
Exactly.
They gonna rob, steal, or they gonna try to take what I got.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, though, if I'm like that, how can I reach back to other people if I try to go back to my spirit, really reach back? And I know if I try to reach back, the only way I'm gonna get touched is I might put my risk in getting harmed.
Yeah, no, that's true.
It's crazy,
yeah, we got to move right. But our people, that's how sick we are.
Right, no,
to where
ill,
it's that hate. Remember on Belly? Remember nigga eating the banana?
I don't like that shit.
I gotta drop a dime on them niggas. Like that, you just gonna tell on me? Just cause I'm riding? How about you get with me, man? We can get it together, right?
That's true. Oh yeah, you try to do it the long
Yeah.
Rico dude.
Drop a dime on them. I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit. That's real shit though, man.
Yeah, that all come from that self-hatred though. That's where it's at, you know.
Shit's sick, man.
You ain't lying. But we in that society that told us we ain't nothing for so long.
Right.
And then two, even when they even go back to the 50s and the 40s, when they used to make them economic reports that say the Negro is gonna spend his money. Because we feel like it's stuff that could, like if a nigga get a pair of Gucci shoes, he feel like there's a certain status and it gives him worth.
No.
My shoes is worth this much. I had worth. Realizing you can have some Payless shoes on.
Right.
That ain't got nothing to do with your worth.
Right,
you know.
Exactly. I'm gonna tell y'all something real, man. I don't really celebrate Christmas right there.
Of course.
I just try to. I guess I get the spirit because like my mom passed when I was a kid and my brother died last year.
Okay.
So I guess I try to, you know what I'm saying? Kind of
give back around that time.
Right.
Yeah. You ain't thinking about Christmas. You just thinking about you know what I mean, doing good deeds.
That's keep me from not thinking about them.
Yeah, of course. I'm with you.
So my ex-girlfriend and her baby daddy is shit. He don't even get the spirit. And I know y'all read about the Bible says a man will take their kids.
He's an infidel. What's an infidel? Yeah, exactly.
Baby cow.
Yeah.
So basically, you're a cow.
Yeah, exactly. You want to say correct?
You're a cow. So, I was gonna get some prayer legs to them, and I was gonna give like $1,000. My using not my church.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just doing, you know what I'm saying.
And you're not with her no more.
No, we're not together.
Exactly. See, so you just
we just been cool since we like 18.
Okay, I'm with you.
So we just there one morning. So I called her because I'm over a truck driver.
Okay.
So when I'm home, I'm making time to do other stuff for me because when I'm at work, you know what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah,
at work.
you on the road here.
When I'm at home, I'm vacating.
Exactly. Back.
So I called her like Sunday or whatever. I was like, okay. I went to the Falcons game, but it was like last minute. So I told them, you know what, Sunday, whatever, we're gonna do what we want to do. I was thinking about just giving my card, let her just do whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Get what you want.
Right. But something told me don't do that. So great. Something said don't do that, bro.
That ain't the move, bro.
So I went to the game and everything. So I called her. Hey, I went to the game. Might have been a big day for free.
Yeah.
So I was like, I said, you meet up Tuesday, but that's all that free. I said, because, you know, Monday I have to do some other stuff. So that's free. So I called her on Monday. I said, look, man, just call me or whatever. Well, I'm gonna call the place with get the food or whatever. So when I called her on Monday, she was like, she was at work. So I said, hey, seafood place closed Tuesday at 6. You know, obviously closed early. So I said, meet me at such and such and such. She have a car. I don't have no car. Okay. Not that I can afford a car. I just don't
you got one.
Right, because
you out all the time.
Right. So she was at work. She said, thanks, but no thanks. You said you're gonna give me my car. Give me your car. She said, thanks. Yeah, she said, thanks, but no thanks. And I'm trying, and like I was really curious about I didn't get kids. I took money and bought these shoes.
Money well spent, brother.
Right. I bought these shoes. I wouldn't even see. That's what I'm saying. I would try not to, you know, I guess self-indulge or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I do what I do for me anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you try to do stuff for other people, it's like they ungrateful, man.
Yeah.
They don't appreciate nothing.
Yeah.
Then the people that you supposed to be getting stuff from, they don't give you nothing. They don't give you nothing.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Well, y'all got me on camera.
Brian the Thorn, you know what I'm saying? But that's how people are, man. It's like,
crazy, man.
Just you was finna get some crab legs. Some people like crabs in a bucket. You see what I'm saying?
There you go.
It's just crab in a bucket mentality, man. Yeah. Eating them all them crab legs, we became crabs. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah, man. I forgive you, but y'all be safe.
Yeah, you too, brother. And you Israel. You know about the Israelites, right?
Yeah, I do research on it. Yeah.
Just keep looking into it, bro. All right?
Yeah,
and you know the scriptures talk about the crab legs. We ain't supposed to eat them crab legs, man. You know what I'm saying? You know the scriptures talk about we ain't supposed to be eating them crab legs.
Yeah, if I was scriptures on how shrimp.
Yeah, exactly. You familiar.
I read about it, man.
Definitely. Keep reading, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Yeah, I need to keep reading.
Yeah,
keep from going nuts.
Yeah, that's right. Especially out there on that road, that long night, you know what I'm saying? Nigga need that audio bite. You know?
Yeah, but I read. I'm just not the type of person that quote. Well, I realize though, most people that try to quote scriptures and stuff, they really fake.
Yeah. Well,
they just studying the same scriptures over and over again.
Exactly.
You come at themselves feeling intelligent.
Yeah, not really. You got to really let this stuff sink into you.
Right.
You know
so
in order
for it to sink in, you got to keep reading over and over again.
Exactly. Continue.
Right.
That's a great point, bro. That's just meditate on it. Exactly. Right. Go ahead.
Micah 7:4. The best of them is as a briar, and the most upright is sharper than a thorn.
Right. See, it says the best of them is a briar, and the most upright of them sharper than the thorn. So that's basically our people now. Like a briar and a thorn. Basically, when if you go to try to pick. If you in a blackberry bush, you're going to try to pick a blackberry, you're going to get pricked because they got the thorns there. The best of them is a briar and a thorn. So that's like the most upright person amongst our people right now is a damn thorn that's liable to poke you. That's like the most upstanding nigga. He's still going to poke you. You still going to bleed. Right? Give me that. And matter of fact, Micah 7:5?
Yeah, I'm there.
All right, go ahead. This is the same chapter, huh?
Micah 7:5. Trust ye not in a friend. Put ye not confidence into a God.
Micah prophesied of these times that we living in, man. And guess what? It's not nothing new. There's no new thing under the sun. It been like this. Our people been out of their mind and been just what they call cutthroat. You got some niggas that pride themselves off of being what you call a cutthroat. Right? They got a saying, a lot of people don't know about the saying that exists in LA in the gangs. It's called you ain't a real one till you kill one, right? So the terminology of you ain't a real one till you kill one is you're not a real member of this gang until you kill another member of this gang, right? That's horrible. You go to ride with the homie. You think that and he pop you.
Or you ain't nobody till somebody.
Yeah, you ain't nobody till somebody kills you. That's another one. That's our people is out of their damn mind, right? Read.
Con. It says, trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
A lot of women is untrustworthy. You can't trust your boy. You can't trust your girl. It's like, who can you trust? This brother understand. You know what I'm saying? Who can you trust? Not you, sister. Not you. Not you. Not you. She good, but it's real, right? So they're like, damn, who the hell can you trust out here, right? And that would be so refreshing when the brother come in the truth and be like, damn. I got brothers that's about this Bible, man. Guys that you can trust. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy, man. And that's why it'd be even worse. Now, if you come up in here and somebody betrays your trust in here, that's why he gets treated the way he gets. Brothers just ostracize that man at that point. Because like, damn, we in this world where where you can't trust nobody. We come in here, well, we believe in the scripture. We finally can trust somebody, and a nigga betray your trust in here, he's about an evil bastard. Now, I'm going to just call it straight. He's evil as hell. Period, right? Go ahead and get your precept.
This is, first one, just touching on the point you just made. Sirach 37:2. Is it not, I'm sorry, verse 1. Every friend saith, I am his friend also.
Hey, that's my boy. That's my nigga. Right? Go ahead.
But there is a friend which is only a friend in name.
Only what?
A friend in name.
Only what?
A friend in name.
Only a friend in name. He's not your friend at all. He knows you, and just because he knows you, that's my boy. That's my nigga. That's my brother. That's the homie.
That's my man's.
Yeah, that's my man's. But that's really, he just know you, and he don't dislike you. And like, that's it. You know? Go ahead.
This is a cold scripture right here. Is it not a grief unto death when a companion and friend is turned to an enemy?
That's the worst thing in the world. They've been doing that report. We talking about 40 years of the 8 Trey gangsters versus the rolling 60s. They used to be like this. There's one street to separate them. 69th. Once you cross 69th from 60s, you in the 8 Trey gangsters. It's one street to separate them. They used to be like this in the 70s. 1979 came, one nigga gets killed, 40 years of bloodshed. See? So it's more grievous. There's no beef that's bigger than two people that used to be cool. Look at the worst beef of nations, Jacob and Esau. Brothers. No beef, no blood feud worse than Jacob versus Esau. See?
Daddy died,
you see him when daddy died, he's dead. Right? That's horrible. Right? Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep
your own brother.
I'm gonna keep going. Then I got another one in Matthew. Verse 4. There is a companion which rejoiceth in the prosperity of a friend, but in the time of trouble.
You rejoice in the prosperity. Damn, you getting it, man. You look good, brother, but in the time of trouble, read.
It says, but in the time of trouble, will be against him.
Will be what?
Against him.
Will be against him. Yeah, damn that nigga, man. You know, I mean, he's looking bad. I ain't got nothing for him. Tell me he looking bad. Damn, brother, you need something? What you need, man? I got it. I got some, whatever. I got something for you at least, right? That nigga would have asked you for something, right? When you was up, right? But now he ain't got nothing for you. Now he looking at you. He narrowly looking upon you at that point, read.
Matthew 24.
I seen him. He was looking messed up. Go ahead.
Matthew 24:12. And because of iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Because of sin, people don't got no real love out here. It's no love. That's why it's no love, because of iniquity, because of sin. All this stuff come from sinfulness. It's all through the law how we supposed to treat each other, how we supposed to look out for each other. That's all through the laws of the Most High. So the fact that we not doing that, showing that, why? Because iniquity abound, because sin is everywhere, so rampant. Like the white boy looking like, come on, we're all wicked. Like, that's the mind state of this world. Like, everyone's a sinner, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Who's not sinning? Like, we stopping that, bro. that the buck stops here. And that's insane to people, right? Precept, go ahead.
Yeah, this is how you avoid that. Sirach 37:12. But be continually with a godly man.
That's what you do, be continually with a godly man. Because you're going to understand once you get around these people who are ungodly things are going to happen. They're going to do ungodly things. So it say, be continually with a godly man, read on.
Whom thou knowest to keep the commandments.
You know this person keep the commandments. You know this person following scripture. This is the company that we keep. Read on.
It says, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind.
Whose mind is what?
According to thy mind.
He think the same thing that you think. We know we trying to get to the kingdom. We know we trying to keep the laws, the faith of Hamashiach, things like that. So our mind is together. So we can be around each other. You know what I mean? It's safe to say, okay, I'm going to be around this brother. I'm going to be around that brother. It's safe. Why? Because you know this brother ain't going to do nothing crazy. And if a brother do, he'll be like, ah. And if you do something crazy, he'll be like, ah, yo, nah. You see what I'm saying? We there for each other. We got each other. You with a nigga in the world, he'd be like, damn, bro, I thought you ain't eat pork. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Me
like,
mess around eating pork. Like, oh, that's crazy. But look at you, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Mock you.
Like yesterday, Slack, when we was at Sharp House Cookout,
Come.
and I started grabbing the leaves to put into the.
Come.
He was immediately like, "Yo, bro, don't grab the sticks."
Come.
It was the new moon, so I was like, "Oh, just."
Come. Then you remember, see what I'm saying? But he was with somebody who, like, they're looking like, who cares when you know what I'm saying, grab leaves, you know what I'm saying? But being around a godly man, you're able to do that. Like, I remember back in the day, my boy, he used to always be like, come on, man, nigga, you admit, listen, you eat a pepperoni pizza for $1 million, my nigga. I don't care what you say. He would always just come with something like that. Like, how much money is it going to take you for you to sin? How can I get you to do it? You know what I'm saying? All the time. Why are you even thinking like that? Right? But see, he's thinking about, man, it's some money, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's what his mind is at. His mind ain't after the king. I'm looking like, man, I got my name from a nigga that rather die than eat pork. Right. So I can't sell out.
And I did that too when I was at work. Our job bought us like 10 boxes of pizza. Boy, I opened 9 boxes and it was all pepperoni. And I was like, pork. It was the Edomite across watching me do it. Like, I was like, pork. I got to the 9th one, pork. I opened the last one. I said, cheese. All right.
And that's so cold. They bought one thing of cheese.
Right. And there was a Jake. I'm trying to get him in the truth, and he's like, shoot, man. He was like, yo, it's free. I said, no. It's in the Bible. We're not supposed to touch the swine, man. He was like, listen, man, you gotta take advantage.
See, that's Jake. This is your pepperoni. Listen, we got one cheese pie. Why don't you have a cheese?
Cheese. I said, cheese.
That nigga probably ate the whole pepperoni. He took a whole box. He had a whole box in the break room. And the extras.
Right.
Go ahead.
I'm going to just read a few verses. Sirach 6. Sirach chapter 6, verse 9. I'm sorry, verse 8. It's like verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
That's right. It say prove him first and be not hasty to credit, because you got people that come around. You know, that's why you got certain brothers and I'm gonna say this to the people who are watching, who are like newer camps. Because you got a lot of newer camps coming and things like that. A dude show up one week, you can't just put that man in your camp. Who is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you gotta make sure this nigga's about it. You know what I mean? Okay, I keep seeing you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's how you gotta be. You gotta really prove people. You deal with a woman, it's just with all aspects of life. Prove this individual before you just say, oh, this my boy. Because you never know. Right? Like this Takashi, who was just back in the headlines, they should have proved that nigga. Which, you know what I'm saying? They should have, you know what I mean? Before they just had him come around, because now look, everyone's doing 10, 15, 20 years. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. All because this nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you know, loose lips sink ships, as they say, right? You have somebody cooperating, and that's gonna happen, you know. But you're not proving it's good. But you're not proving people, then stuff like that's gonna happen, you know. Go ahead.
It says, verse 8: For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
For what?
His own occasion.
Some people, and especially in the climate we live in now, people are making friendships for political reasons. People are trying to position themselves, and that could go into any and all aspects and walks of life. I need to be, and I remember even people playing a politic game, even in school, high school. Niggas like, I need to be cool with these niggas because all the hoes hang around these niggas. I need to be cool with these niggas because these niggas, they beat everybody ass. So if I'm cool with them, then they gonna back me up. You know what I'm saying? This be the mindset niggas be in, instead of just like, I'ma just be me. You know what I'm saying? And people who are gonna gravitate me are gonna gravitate me off because of who I am. That ain't what niggas. Niggas are thinking strategically. I need to get with these people. You know what I mean? Because here's what I can gain. It's about the gain and the advantage you can get off of these people. That's all. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
And will not abide in the day of thy trouble. So when the going really gets tough, they know where to be found. So what good really was this person being your friend? Right? That's when people start coming out with this day one terminology. this is my day one. What does it mean you're my day one? Meaning you've been around a long time and you've been there in the time of trouble. But usually that's only a list of a few. That ain't everybody, right? Just because you went to school with a nigga, just because you grew up in the same block as a nigga, that don't mean he's gonna be there for you, right? It should be like that,
right.
But unfortunately it's not, right? Right? You go to another nation, it be like that, right? You go amongst Esau, you go amongst Ammon, Elam, they'll be like that. First off, you ain't had to go to the same school as another Elamite. You ain't had to grow up with them. They just going based off of who you are. That's how we really supposed to be, right? Jake can't even do that though, right? Go ahead.
Khan. It says, and there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach.
He will discover you. Now he's talking about you. He's seeing what everyone's saying about you. He's joining in on it, right? But that was supposed to be your boy. Go ahead.
Again, some friend is a companion at the table.
At what?
At the table.
He will sit down and eat with you. Yeah. Read.
And will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
But but he'll come and sit at your table. You can't come to his though. Ain't that something? You came in at my house. I can't go eat at your house. What's this and that, man? Right? Go ahead.
I'm gonna jump to verse 14. This is the opposite. A faithful friend,
a real true brother, read,
is a strong defense.
He's a strong defense. You know that you can. If all else fails, I can lead. Right? Go ahead.
And he that hath found such an one hath found a treasure.
You found a treasure. That's how rare it is. What makes treasure special? It's rare. They call it rare metals, precious stones. Its rarity adds to its value. Right, that's why they say diamonds would be worth nothing if they let all the diamonds out. So they have to control the flow of diamonds into the earth to make them seem more rare and precious than they actually are. Right. So a real friend is like that. It's so rare that you got to hold on to that like a treasure. Right. Read on.
It says nothing doth countervail a faithful friend.
Nothing. There's nothing like a faithful friend. It's not like somebody you can call. Right. Your boy you can call. It's not like a boy who house you can go to when it's bad. You see what I'm saying? Somebody who you can lean on and depend on. There's nothing better than that, right? That's it's a sense of security in the spirit, right? Read.
And his excellency is invaluable.
It's invaluable. You're just like, damn, I wouldn't trade you for the world. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't trade you for a lighter sentence. I wouldn't trade you for some cash money, right? Go ahead.
It says, verse 16, a faithful friend is the medicine of life.
Is the what?
Medicine of life.
That's enough said. Go ahead.
And they that fear the Lord shall find him.
Right? They that fear the Lord. The Most High is going to lead brothers to fellow faithful brothers when you fear the Lord. That's how the Holy Spirit works. Right? Read on.
Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright.
Right? Shall what?
Direct his friendship aright.
So the Most High said he's going to ensure that people are in valuable, spiritual, worthwhile friendships with faithful and trustworthy people when you fear him and when you keep his commands. Read.
For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
As he is, so is his neighbor be. So if you faithful, you eventually is going to be in the company of other brothers who are the same mind. Going back to the earlier precept, right? You had one in the gospel.
I read it in Matthew. I'll get it again.
It's a lot. They get that ball game this weekend? Yeah. Saturday? Okay. Oh, it's going down.
College football.
LSU and OU is up out here.
Boomer.
Yeah, another time you get to see the Sooners, right, Reed?
Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
They use that in context. That's what you brought. But because of all this sin, people ain't got no love out here. For people who they sensibly, it could be their own family backbite. How grievous is that? Your own family's backbite. That's just mad. Like my family? How could you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like my little brother. He was like, me and DeBot was getting on him, and he was like, when I called him back, he was like, I'm like, what up, bro? He was like, you ain't my brother. I'm talking to Sicarii. I said, bruh, it's me. It's me, man. You caught me off guard with that, but I'm like, I'm your brother, man. He's like, nah, I'm talking to Sicarii. I said, man, yo.
See that? Coming to this truth, your family, they disown you. Man, right? All because you made yourself a better person, right? That be the cold part about it too. I done made myself a better person. How can you disagree with this? It's making me better. Remember Menace to Society? If Allah can make it better than Jesus can, Then damn it, I'm for it. That's what he said. That's what his pop said. People ain't got that mindset. That wasn't realistic. Because people do not got that mindset. If this truth is, if being a Christian, if I was a killer and a robber and a dope dealer and a womanizer as a Christian, but I stopped being all those things for the truth, shouldn't you say, I mean, we're reading the same Bible. We believe in Christ. What's the problem?
That's what I was trying to explain to my mother about Yahweh being Yahweh. I said they wasn't following the scriptures at all.
And if you watch, go and watch Yahweh be Yahweh teach. The nigga sound exactly like a pastor. Like there's nothing Israelite about him but the clothes the nigga got on.
Right.
If you watch him teach, I remember when I first heard about him, I was first coming to truth. I was like, let me look this nigga up. I look at Yahweh be Yahweh. I said, this sound like a sermon to me. It's no different. And the same thing when I first came in, I didn't know the difference between the camps. I looked at a Comfy video. I was like, this ain't like the shit I've seen that got me on this. I can't even watch this. Read on.
What's his name? The one that the comfort that took all the millions from them people?
Yeah. Tazadaki. Or as they call him, Tazablackula.
Yeah,
right? I want to say he's sentenced. I don't know. But he took the millions. He took all that money out of the church account. This nigga's so stupid, right? If the nigga knew anything, he knew he could just start paying himself out of the church account. Instead, he just emptied it and put it in his business account. How stupid are you? Just pay yourself, idiot. Take the taxes out. That's what they came and got him for. You took all that money and you didn't pay any taxes. How stupid are you? Go ahead. First, the Most High now with that nigga.
1 Peter 4:3-4. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
See, in time past, before we came into the truth, we lived like the rest of the world. Read.
When we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine.
Exactly. We walked and lived our life like how these people live their life. Right? Read.
Revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them.
You don't celebrate Christmas? That's nuts.
All these Edomites was looking at me. They Merry Christmas, and I was like, thanks.
like you don't even. Sometimes it's just like, listen, man. Okay, look, okay.
Yeah, he didn't say it.
Okay.
He didn't say it. So,
you know how much time? Like, I ordered this. I ordered this necklace for my daughter and me, matching necklaces, right? And from this sister, she's not in the truth. She's like, it's crazy because she's like supposed to be conscious. And she hit me up yesterday with Merry Christmas. I shipped the order out. I'm like, damn, this conscious, she telling me Merry Christmas, man. This is just nuts. Well, you know what I'm saying? But hey, they into Christmas to Merry Christmas. Ain't no Merry Christmas. Listen, just, can I just give me my tracking number so I can get my, exactly. Somebody hit me a credit. Listen, I appreciate your gesture, I understand, but listen, I'm not with none of that. Don't give me none of that. We ain't doing that. You ain't see no tree at my crib. None of that, right? Go ahead.
Wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you.
See that? They speak evil of you and they like, why don't you like it's going down. It's a strip-a-thon tonight. You're not going? My nigga, it's gonna be 100 bitches in the club. What are you thinking about? Hey, listen, brother, I'm not going. I'm just not. I won't be there. I might be outside. Go ahead. I might be outside with the microphone. Crazy sister. Get your ass here, man.
Wait for all 100 to come out.
Get your ass out of here.
Right.
2 Peter chapter 2, verse 10. But chiefly, verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment.
The Most High give you that way out sometimes. You're like, damn, look at it. He just provided that way out. He give you that way out, man. He delivered the godly. Right, read?
The day of judgment to be punished, but chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness and despise government.
And what?
Despise government.
They despise the structure of the leadership. Right, read?
Presumptuous are they.
They say what?
Presumptuous are they.
Presumptuous. Because that's what the people in the world are. They're presumptuous. They presume so much, right? About, number one, they look at you like you're crazy if you don't celebrate Christmas, as if Christmas is sanctioned by the Bible. It's not. But they look at you like it's nuts. What is that predicated upon? Presumption, right? Read that.
Presumptuous are they, self-willed.
They say what?
Self-willed.
Self-willed. Instead of following the will of God, they rather follow the will of their own selves. That's a problem. Presumptuous are they, self-willed. Read on.
They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities.
Of what?
Of dignities.
So the dignities that come with the Bible, the exaltation that certain individuals get because of their role in teaching the word of God, they talk evil of the dignity that it is. It's what we're doing out here is the most dignified thing that can be done in the world.
That's right.
It's teaching the word of the Most High, standing for the Most High.
That's right.
This is dignified. They speak evil of dignities. Read.
I'm going to read on down.
Yeah, I love this chapter.
Yeah.
A few people coming to mind when I hear this.
Yeah. But these, as natural brute beasts.
As what?
Natural brute
A
beasts.
lot of our people out here acting like natural brute beasts. Right? We don't
made to be taken and destroyed.
Made to what?
Be taken and destroyed.
Their fate is going to be destruction in this hellfire that's going to happen here in America. Because they love America, right? Read.
Speak evil of the things that they understand not.
They say they speak evil. They don't understand. They don't even know what's going on. See, look, like that silly little boy from earlier. The sisters were sitting here listening. He's down the street. He doesn't know what's going on. He's over there like, why y'all listening to this? He speak evil. He doesn't even understand, as we used to say, one of my favorite sayings, all in the Kool-Aid, don't know the flavor.
Right.
You have no idea what's going on here, and you don't even have the sense to ask. Right? You walked over here with some chucks, you're fresh off a martyr, talking about money. That's how I would have, listen, aside to this beautiful job of cooking, I would have said, them chucks and the fact you got off martyr, let me know you're not out here getting no money. All right, I'm going to just be real with you. You're not. So stop acting like you are just because they say it on the songs and it sounds good. See, that's our people always default to that. First off, my nigga, I know you got
things to do
no,
on
you
here.
ain't getting nobody.
Right. Clearly.
That's from a clearance rack and Greenbrier, that whole outfit, brother. It's okay. I understand. Curses. I can explain this to you. You see what I'm saying? But see, instead our people want to play the I'm gonna do this a lecture I just thought about today. I want to do called the class clown complex. Jake got the class clown complex because some people, that's the only way they could get accepted, was for being the class clown. So they kept that same, like, oh, if I just crack a joke all the time, then people will like me. There's a point where you got to grow up. It's one thing you do it when you was in school, but when you get out in that world, that class clown shit, that don't work. But you can see a lot of our people when they get in that, and the first thing they do is crack a joke. They got that. That's what they got. And there was a dude, the video from Miami, it'll come out, it's coming on Saturday, the video from Art Battle. I'm teaching, boom, it's a sister that walk up, boom, I'm dealing with her, and you got these two silly ass, well, not even two, it was two of them, but one of them was being silly. All he wanted to do was crack jokes, right? So I start getting on him, he started coming with the Egypt shit. I start getting on him, boom, boom. I'm like, okay, he said, oh man, all that stuff come from Egypt. Okay, it come from Egypt. Okay, so what? I'm the virgin birth. Okay, great. I said, the Bible said nothing about a virgin birth, with John 1:45, boom, boom. He said, so wait, Joseph, I said, Joe's the daddy. Niggas start jumping around, thrusting in the air, talking about, Joe fuck Mary, Joe fuck Mary. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's the class. Instead of just knowing that you got cut and you thought you knew something, you had no idea what you knew. Nigga want to turn it into a joke. That's the class clown complex, our people. Right? Our people out of their damn mind. See? But that's why, hold what you got real quick. Give me that Job, gird up down loins like a man. And then also, a man's gate.
Job 38:3. Gird up now thy loins like a man.
That's what the Most High said. Gird up now thy loins like a man, right? Pick your pants, and these got their pants. You know what I'm saying? We understand that off top, like a man. But it don't just mean literally just pull your pants up. That's a part of it. But be a man. Stand up. You know, we got kids, we got a son. You know your son, he's scared and you whooping, he got his head down. Nigga, pick your head up. You know what I'm saying? What are we trying to teach them when we tell them that? To learn so they have that throughout life. Where if they get nervous or they're upset, they still not hanging their head, they still holding their head high. They're being a man. That's what we trying to teach them. That's that whole concept of gird your loins up. Stand up, right? Stand up, right? A woman is shamefaced, a man is not, right? Keep going.
Job 38:3. It says, gird up thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me.
That's right. The Most High said he demands that we stand up as a man, right? And he said, gird thy loins like a man and answer me. So stand up, look me in the eye, and give me the answer. See what I'm saying? That's what it's about. That's what really being a man is about. But that's totally devoid from this whole society, this whole construct, right? That's rare to find, right? Yeah, that's right. But that's the people. Our people got this class clown complex where they think cracking them jokes or trying to make everything funny. Some would be dead serious, right? But let something happen to that nigga. Let his mama die. He ain't making no jokes that day. You know what I mean? No, let's make a joke. She's dead. You know what I'm saying? Her ass dead, right? Let's make a joke. Nah, it ain't. But see, when it affects them, it's not funny no more, right? But anything else serious goes on, a nigga want to joke about it. It's funny because I'm watching. Who seen that? Drake had an interview with Rap Radar, right? 2-hour interview. It's number one on YouTube right now. I was watching it. I ain't get all the way through it. That nigga talking forever. But he made a good point about it. He's like, I'm not like. He's like, I try not to pay attention to social media when he first dropped any of his albums. He said because that first day, he said it ain't gonna be nothing but trash can. He said they're just because niggas feel like they're gonna get retweets and they're gonna be popular just because they buried your shit basically. You know what I'm saying? He said you wait till 2-3 weeks later, people are like, okay, I'm listening, I like the album, whatever. He said at first people are just gonna say negative. Nigga might not even listen to it. Trash can. Hella, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even listen to it. Why though? Because it's funny and they feel like he's gonna get brownie points from somebody because of that. Right? Go ahead.
Sirach 19:29. A man may be known by his look.
By his look, right? Read.
And one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him.
Read on.
And man's attire.
The way he dresses, read.
And excess laughter.
And the way he laughs, read.
And gait.
And the way he walk. Gait mean the way you walk, right? Read.
Show what he is.
It show you. You could be able to tell what type of individual you're dealing with just by the way he dresses, the way he laughs, the way he walks, right? Read.
Sirach 27:13. The discourse of fools.
The discourse of fools, read.
Is irksome.
It's irksome. If you even overhear, sometimes you see something walking by, you overhear that conversation. It's like, this is what you're talking about. Like, this is what you're focused on. This is the focus. What is wrong with your dumb ass? This whole world getting ready to collapse. And this is what you're talking about. You're stupid, right? Read.
And their sport is in the wantonness of sin.
You see that? Their sport meaning what they, what their entertainment is just insane. There's like nothing unsinful about what they find entertaining, right? Wickedness, right? So you looking for one more?
Yeah, I got a couple more.
Hit on.
My bad.
All right.
Sure. Because it's sport, right?
Yeah, sport. Sport. It's a sport.
Proverbs chapter 26, verse 19. Proverbs 26:19.
Read on.
So is the man that deceiveth his neighbor and saith, am I not in sport?
Right, he deceive you, but then, I'm in sport. He used that as the excuse. It's a joke. No, it's not a joke. You're deceiving, right?
Well,
It's not like an innocent prank. We're talking about a true deception, right?
I've seen them videos where it'll be like stepping on black people's shoes in the hood. And they'll do it and they're about to get their ass whooped. It's a joke. It's a prank. It's a prank. Well, I'm saying, like, what's the prank about it? Like, you stepped on niggas' shoes. That's not a...
No, you really stepped on my shoes.
There's not like you were about to. I got you. No, you really stepped on
my
shoes.
Right. I seen some Edomite do that. Like he did some prank in the hood, and Jake got out the car, chased him down, beat his ass. It's like, it was a prank, man.
No, I don't care. You get your ass beat around
like
here for that. You don't play. Go ahead.
Yeah, you bugging. You tripping.
There was one white boy. He got. I showed you a video where he got knocked out cold. He went up to this Jake. This Jake wearing. I think he was wearing a blue rag or something. He said, "Hey, can I punch you?" And Jake is like, "What you mean? Can you punch me?" Boom!
You know what I'm saying? That's fighting words.
Yeah, you
Can you punch me? Nah, nigga. Go to sleep.
Right.
Go to bed. Go ahead.
Tripping.
2 Peter
It's a
2
prank,
and 12. It says, but these as natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption, and shall receive the reward of unrighteousness.
That's right, they're going to receive the reward, which is going to be that thermonuclear missile. That's what's going to be read.
As they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. Spots they are and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings.
God, that's such a cold scripture. Sporting themselves with their own deceiving. That's these individuals that's going around. Their whole damn life is a facade and a lie. But they sport themselves in that facade and in that lie.
Yeah.
Jackass.
Right? Melissa Ford drove a Honda Accord. Now, not saying that she in fact drove a Honda Accord. I don't know. right? She said, listen, it was close. It was close. 100 court rhymes, so that it went good, right? But just going is you'll take a look at people and you'll think like it's one way when really that's a facade what they're giving you. And they live in a whole different life, right? And why fake it like that? Go ahead.
Yeah, like even at work, going up to Buckhead, you see Jake. He living in a penthouse or a nice ass apartment, paying 8 racks a month, but the nigga got a blow up mattress inside of it.
Hold on, y'all see blow up mattress? I ain't gonna lie, man. I think got his priorities wrong. First off, you gonna bring her where? You gonna bring her to the blow up bed?
Right.
Yeah, see, baby, look at my view.
I live up there.
But they gotta go inside though, you know what I'm saying?
Go inside, baby. You know what I mean? I got the view though.
My cleaning lady.
My mama in town, bro.
You can't come up, right?
Hanging out in the lobby. But anyway, it's like it says sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you, having eyes full of adultery.
Eyes full of adultery, right? And that's the main thing in that guy's eyes full of adultery. He looking at every next thing woman. Go ahead.
And that cannot cease from sin.
They just can't. It's just not in them to stop it. I just can't do it, right? I remember a brother I know. He's like, I know it's wrong to eat pork. I just can't stop it.
Yeah.
It's not, brother. It's not that good, bro. Trust me.
Just like them sisters, the elderly sisters that one Saturday.
Yeah, you weren't here. You was yeah.
Oh yeah, you was here, and it was like, no, you can't eat swine. It was like, that's in the Bible. You showed them, and then it's like, so you gonna stop eating the swine? It was like, oh nah, baby, nah.
But then was like, I agree about 60% what you said, but
until you said the pork.
Hey, listen, the pork. That's where I draw the line. At my swine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Beguiling unstable souls.
That's the main thing that gets beguiled out here. Unstable soul. This is why you see people that's jumping around from doctor to doctor throughout Israel, right? The beguiling of their soul is unstable, so they get beguiled. This new doctor come out, they into this. This new doctor come out, they into that, right? Now the Book of Mormon, niggas reading the Book of Mormon. Anybody who reading the Book of Mormon was an unstable soul to begin with. You're out of your mind, right? Go ahead. What about who heard about that doctrine about the dragon of Revelations is in Africa?
Oh.
You heard about that? They had the picture. It looked like it was like a rock formation that looked like a dragon head. They said, "Look, really, the dragon is
kill it,
spirit."
bro. Get rid of it.
Right.
Get a wrecking ball, bro. Smash that.
Right.
It's gonna make war with the saints and the seed, bro.
Destroy it.
Just get rid of it.
You got a chance.
For real, you got a chance. It's just sitting there, it's dormant, right? Go ahead.
It says, beguiling unstable souls, in heart they have exercised with covetous practices, cursed children.
They say what?
Cursed children.
That's the Israelites, cursed children. Go ahead. So it's talking about our people.
Yeah, which have forsaken the right way,
And have forsaken the law of such commandments. Read.
and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Beor,
right.
who loved the wages of unrighteousness.
They love what they get out of sin, which means death. Because the wages of sin are death. The wages of righteousness is death. So really what they love, that's why Isaiah said, you have made a covenant with death, and in hell you were at agreement, right? Go ahead.
But was rebuked for his iniquity, the dumbass speaking with man's voice.
A dumbass, right? That's our people. Go
The
ahead.
dumbass speaking with man's voice
Read on.
forbade the madness of the prophet.
Is it on that? Kind. So with that, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and say shalom.
Shalom.
What's going on? It's your brother Chief Priest Alazar Lawyer, aka the Guerrilla Hebrew, and I'm just letting y'all know I just dropped my official clothing line, Urban Guerrilla. Go to urbangorilla.com right now to check us out, man, and pick something up. There's urbngrla.com. We got all kind of items for men, women, children, even infants, as well as fragrance oil, smell goods. You can also check out Hebrew Israelite Clothing Co., another Sicarii business, on Instagram and Facebook. And as always, you can hit up deaconsicari.com to get your plug on the scarves, the music, and the children's Bibles. Thanks for your time. All praise to the Most High. Kwam Yasharahla. Shalom.